Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through the process of how a customer goes through registering one of their machines on our site and creating a customer account to which they can register multiple machines and softwares. So I think the main way that we do that is specifically through nextwavecnc.com, which is our main site that actually has the shop on it. There's this link up at the top called Product Registration. If you click that, it takes you to this one account creation page on the portal. You can also get here by, if you just go to the portal itself, then there is this, don't have an account. Here's the login screen, and there's this don't have an account link. Takes you to the exact same place. There's only one way to sign up now based on our previous conversations. So if you look over here, there is this pretty basic blurb up at the top that explains why you would kind of want one of our portal accounts, or customer accounts. But you go through and you sign up with basically an email that you want to sign in with and a password, and you have to confirm the password. All of these fields that are mandatory have one of these asterisks next to them, so you can see that first name, last name, phone number, those are all required. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill those out with autofill. And then down at the bottom, this is kind of the meat and potatoes of the registration process. This is where you actually register the physical machine that you've purchased from us. At this point in time, we are only allowing portal accounts to be created by users who have one of our machines. The first thing you do is select what kind of machine type you have, and then you choose whether or not you have a pendant. These instructions, as you can see, are dynamic, so the picture and the presence of the pendant, they dictate the instructions that show up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do, an HD 510 with a pendant, and I'm going to go ahead and register just these made-up serial numbers. Now, a couple things. One, you can click on this picture, and it'll show you a more detailed diagram of, this is what the customer actually sees, what the customer is trying to get, and the main reason that they've been prompted to go here is from their pendant screen itself. It locks them out and tells them that they need an unlock code to continue. So this process will generate for them a code that they can actually type in here on this screen, and that's really how they get in to use their pendant. You do have to use the user agreement and privacy policy. That screen that's on the pendant will be updating soon to have more recent URLs on there, and we'll update the images on the site whenever that actually happens, but there you go for now. So when they click register, it's just going to go ahead and think about it for a second, and then bam, say, whoa, you successfully registered your Shark HD 510, and right here it gives them the unlock code for that pendant. So this is generated from their serial numbers that they typed in on the previous screen, so it's really important that they type in the correct serial numbers. You can see at the same time they also get an email prompting them to register their account, or confirm your account. It looks kind of weird in Outlook, but this is basically what the body of the email looks like if you open it in the browser or something. We're working on getting it to look a little better in Outlook, but there you go. So anyway, you go ahead and click this link, and it just takes you directly into your user home screen. So now I do have the ability to just, log back in as me, because I now have a confirmed customer account. So I can go ahead and log back in. Save your password if you want it, whatever. But you can see on the user home that they really have just a few things right now. They have the product that they actually registered with, which in my case is an HD 510, and I can see the unlock code there, and it says your machine's firmware is unknown. This will fill in as soon as they actually connect the machine to ready to control or something, so we can actually communicate with it. But there we go. So we know that they have a machine, and there are a few free softwares available to them. There are a few ways to get things registered to your account. For something like one of our free softwares, like Ready to Update Firmware, which we do recommend strongly because this allows you to keep your firmware up to date. You can just click download, and you can see it'll just download for you. And then the next time I'm actually on this page, we can see that I have a registration for Ready to Update Firmware. You can also, if you have one of our paid softwares that came with the machine, like Ready to Control with Virtual Zero Unlimited, then you'll have a physical card included with your machine. And if you click the little Add Plus button for the software, it'll give you this option to register a software to your account, and you type in information that's on the physical card included with your machine. And so there's that. And as you can see on here, to register additional hardware, then you just click add, and it takes you back to pretty much this exact same screen. The dynamic one. There you go. So that's really all there is to it. I can register an SD100 controller this time. And boom, as we can see, I've now got my HD510 and my SD100, all that fun stuff. We do allow users to register any serial numbers because we don't have a 100% complete database of all serial numbers that have ever been created, and we don't want to keep anyone locked out of their pendant. But we do, behind the scenes, differentiate between confirmed real combinations of pendant and controller serial numbers and just, someone typing. So we can tell that behind the scenes, but on here, that's pretty much it. And if you want to edit any details about your account, you can go to my profile, and you can go ahead and change the address information or your password or whatever. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole thing. That's the portal. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope this footage was good enough. I know it's pretty cursory, but it's all up and live, so feel free to run through the process now. And if you need me to reset anything for you, I can go ahead and do that pretty quick. So just let me know.